Tingles don't stop. They don't stop,
They don't.
Rob.
They do not.
What
Nope.
a week for footy. What a week for
It was a
footy.
great week. It
I
was a
still
great
feel it.
week.
Look, my hands.
It was,
They're shaking.
it was a
Look at
great
this.
week, right?
Look at this. It was a fantastic week. I mean, we have so much to talk about. This is going to be episode 20, by the
Oh,
way, Soccerholics podcast, all the
episode
way
20.
from Germany. You got
Yep.
Rob over there wearing, I don't like to say it, but a Manchester City jersey.
It pains me to wear it too.
Yeah, does it?
It does hurt a little to wear
But
this.
you, sir, I love you, man. Even if you're wearing a Man City jersey, and if you don't know, we're on the YouTubes now, so you can see
Oh,
these
yes, we
mugs.
are.
You can see the jersey.
We are.
You can see I'm all decked out in my Liverpool because we had a half a week of good Liverpool,
Yes.
right? And we can talk about
That's
that
true.
coming up, but enough to get me excited. I even got my Mo
Oh, you got your Mo Salah.
that I
Okay.
rubbed for good luck here. All the way, I got a friend from Egypt who got me this, and
That's
this
cool.
is my Mo Salah, and when I watch games, I'm like, come on, Mo, score, Mo, score. So we'll see, we'll see if this is working. I don't always do it, but
Hey, you
I
gotta.
think I'm gonna have to.
You've seen Major League, right? I'm sure you've seen Major League.
Yes, I
It's one of
have,
the greatest
of course.
baseball. You got to make a Joe Boo shrine right there and put
Yeah.
Mo Salah in there.
You know what? We call ourselves the Soccerholics, and there's a reason for it. But yeah, during the World Cup, I kid you not, Rob. I do a framed of the current Brazilian national
Oh,
team
okay. That's
squad
cool.
in color. I frame it, and then they're not actual candles because I don't want to burn down the house.
Yeah, you could.
But I have like I do like
LED
these
looking ones.
plastic. Well, yeah, I do like
Yep.
the little plastic ones around
Oh,
it.
yeah.
I do have a Brazil national team shrine. Believe it or
Oh,
not,
that's cool.
there'll be photos. I'm actually thinking. I was in the garage the other day as I had to find some stuff, and I'm looking at my. I have a box called World Cup stuff.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I put flags everywhere. I go a little crazy, Rob. I go a little crazy.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. It's
Yeah.
well, once every 4 years. You can go crazy.
Yeah.
You can go crazy once every 4
I'm
years.
thinking about May. I'm thinking about like first week of May. Like it's kind of like the Christmas tree. Like when should I bring out the Christmas tree?
Yeah.
I'm thinking about that with my World Cup stuff. Like what week? So I think May. I'm gonna start putting everything up, and
Yeah. See, that's cool.
then it's gonna get bad. It's there's nothing else I think about in the world. Like everything,
Listen.
nothing else matters. I
I'm
cannot
excited too.
focus on anything.
I can't tell you. I'm so excited about the World Cup. I just hope that it goes off without a hitch.
Yeah.
I do have my doubts, just like a lot of other people, but I'm hoping that everything goes well.
It's gonna happen.
Something's gonna happen.
Something's gonna happen. It's
Something's
gonna
gonna
happen. And again, I secretly hope that people boycott coming here physically to watch the games.
Yeah.
So then the prices will drop, and it's all about me, Rob.
Yeah.
It's all about me. And then
Hey,
I get
I'm
to
all
go-
for you.
Yeah, I'm not spending 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 to sit in the Bundes when I can go to a dope arse watch party somewhere in
Yeah.
Los Angeles, which
But-
we'll be doing lots of.
Did you hear that they're charging? I heard specifically for LA, they're charging for the fan zone stuff. They've never done that before. FIFA has never charged for the fan zones.
Oh, like the FIFA official fan zones kind of
Yeah.
thing. Oh, okay, yeah. I didn't even think of that. I was just thinking like it's LA. There's going to be
There'll be
crazy
something.
watch party somewhere, and I assume there'll be
Yeah.
some sort of surcharge. The cool kids who go to clubs. What do you call it? What do you call
Yeah.
those things where you got to pay up when you walk into a club?
The bouncer, the cover charge, the cover charge.
Yeah, the cover charge, and maybe the bouncer, depending.
Sometimes you got to slide the bouncer
If
a
you got a
little,
face like this,
scratch.
if you got a face like this, you're probably having also to pay the bouncer. But I'm sure there's gonna be some sort of cost associated with it. So, and a lot of beer costs, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be some weird times over here. Some of the games will start at like 7, some will start at 10, but I am looking forward. Some of them are going to start even later than that. I think there's some midnight games to start over here, but definitely looking forward to it.
Yeah,
and I'm going to. I kind of stopped drinking beer for a little bit, but
What?
during that
Rob,
6 weeks,
Are you okay? What are you
Hey,
doing?
it gets worse. I've given up coffee. I'm
All
not
right.
drinking coffee anymore.
Podcast over. I'll see you later. Wow. Is there? I mean, you're just doing it because you want to see. Are you doing like a dopamine cleanse? And I
No,
only say
I
this,
just-
I do that about once a year. But tell me, what are your reasonings?
doom scrolling like most people, and this video popped up. And it was talking about like caffeine, and I was like, wait a minute, let me think about the amount of caffeine that I consume. I don't drink. I drink caffeine-free Coke Zero like all the time.
Yeah.
But I drink 2 cups of coffee every day. Well, Monday to Friday, and then I have 1 or 2 on the weekends.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, let me cut this out. So
Yeah.
day 3 was rough. Today's day 5. If I can make it to next Monday, I'll be good.
It's definitely rough. I did try that, by the way, because I was doing a dopamine cleanse where like I cut beer, I cut like and then like when I don't do the beers, I'm drinking like LaCroix, and again that little, like kick, I dumped sugar, I dumped coffee, and I wanted to see like because your body like gives you these chemicals that actually help you like wake up in the morning. So
Absolutely,
when like our primitive bodies, in the caveman days, we didn't run over to Starbucks to wake up.
Yeah.
We had a chemical that woke us up that helped us hunt, right?
Yep.
And so it actually does exist. So after day 3, 4, whatever, you actually do feel more.
A little bit better.
You actually wake up faster because your body doesn't send you those chemicals as much. This has become like one of those science like health
we took a crazy turn.
But it's true. It's true.
It is true. And I'm thinking, I'm obviously going to drink beer once the World Cup starts, but I'm trying to get off the coffee, trying to help my blood pressure or whatever, because my blood pressure is going to be crazy during the World Cup.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Like no matter what.
I'm just right now. I feel it spiking just talking about it.
Right, just thinking about it. So I really am looking for. And not only that, but we still have the end of the season to go, like the league season. So I mean, I'm looking forward to that dopamine dump once Man City wins the league in the Premier League. Stuttgart right now is sitting in 3rd, so we're gonna make hopefully we'll make the Champions League, but I think we're gonna make a European competition regardless. So that's always gonna be fun for a Stuttgart fan. So
you heard it here, by the way. City's gonna win the league. By the way, apparently.
I mean, I'm just saying. You can't see the back of my shirt. It's not personalized because I usually don't get those, or I'll get my own name on it. But this one says Champions across the back, 2021. Yeah. This is a COVID championship.
Oh,
shirt.
wow. Yeah.
I had this thing sent all the way to San Antonio, which is crazy, from Manchester.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Yeah.
Not even a little bit. Let's get into the saucer.
Let's do this.
The footy, whatever you kids want to call it. The football.
The beautiful game.
The soccer. The beautiful game. Champions League. Lots and lots of tingles, right? So it occurred. We do this podcast like really early in the morning. If you can't tell, I have this cup here, which is also a Liverpool mug here.
Beautiful.
It is beautiful. It has a little logo here. So when I take a sip, I go.
Is it on both sides?
It's on the side.
Oh, it's on the side of the shirt.
Drinking. Yeah, you're like, I love these guys.
They got to do it for the lefties too.
Yeah.
It's only for the right-handed people.
I already right. Well, let's see. Yeah, you're right. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
Send a letter. Send a letter to Liverpool corporate on that one.
Yeah.
But the point I was bringing up was that I've already had half a pot of coffee. And,
half a pot.
I do a half a pot every morning, and then I have this is for the pod. I have to do. This is really all right. This is like your evening. You're done with your day.
True. Yeah. True.
True. I gotta be awake. I gotta be fresh.
Yeah. No, you're right.
First thing in the morning. I can't talk to anybody until I got my my coffee in.
Yeah. No, I hear you.
Anyway, but so yeah, we recorded on Tuesday, really early last week, and then the Champions League magic Tingles happened.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, what's how about you and me in a podcast talk about it? What happened?
So that first game.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich.
Oof.
In Madrid.
I was shocked.
This game was wild.
I was shocked. Like Real, as we know, Real loves their Champions League footy. And again, this is it's it's Bayern 2, Real 1. So the 1-goal aggregate here going into leg 2, which is occurring tomorrow, right? Is it tomorrow? Yeah, it's
tomorrow. I believe it's tomorrow. Yeah.
Yes, today is Liverpool PSG.
That's right. Yeah, so it is
already
tomorrow.
Getting into the tingles of the week.
Yep.
So tomorrow, Wednesday at 12 p.m. PST. Yeah, I mean, I was shocked. I didn't expect and who of course scores, right? You got the two people that we know are
Yeah.
gonna hit the back of the net. You got Luis
Yep.
Diaz in the 41st minute, and in the same half before it ends, you got Kane in the 46th minute. Two beautiful goals. The Luis Diaz goal, that was just some really nice
Oh
fluid.
yeah.
Like
Oh yeah.
just the run he did, the thought to find that passing lane to see his
Yep.
run, and it was just a smooth, just
And
pass into the goal.
And I will say that the Madrid fans, they can appreciate, even if it's scored against them, they can appreciate a solid goal.
Yeah,
I think that shocked them, though. I don't think they, I thought they were,
I was shocked.
I'm assuming they thought they were just going to roll over Bayern. They're a better team. Plus they're expecting to win the Champions League. It's Real Madrid, but didn't happen. Another Liverpool goal. Scored by
Yeah,
Lewis.
no negative
Yeah,
Liverpool
yeah.
goal. Yes,
Yep.
anytime Diaz scores, it's a goal we could have had.
Absolutely. Now,
Worst
I don't want
mistake
to.
letting that guy
I don't want
go.
to toot my own horn. I don't even have a
Uh-oh.
horn. However, if you go back to the last episode, I said when I looked at the lineup, I said I think this could be a 1-1 or a 2-1 for Bayern.
Yeah,
Once I
I'm gonna
saw
have
the
to roll the
lineup,
tape. I'm gonna roll the
yeah.
tape. We'll see if
Oh
I
yeah.
remember. I'm gonna roll the tape. Let's play it back. But folks, just so you know, I may forget.
Yeah.
If you continue to listen and you don't hear Rob from just now from the previous episode, then I forgot to edit it in. But maybe I did it right. We won't
Maybe.
know. I will. That's in the future. This is
Yeah,
João in the future. I don't know.
you guys are listening to it now, so you know. But yeah, I said that last week. Now,
Yeah,
and it
yeah.
was kind of fluky, and it was because their main goalkeeper Courtois was out. Once I saw that, I thought Bayern had a chance. Now, I don't know what the lineup is going to look like for tomorrow. I don't know if Courtois is still injured, but
Yeah,
Bayern looked good. I
yeah.
mean, I Real Madrid. This is basically their competition. They won it the most. Blah 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 blah. But if they get knocked out of this, I'm going to have a little bit of enjoyment out of it for two reasons. A, I'm still pissed off at Real Madrid for trying to be a part of that European Super League a couple of years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And two, while it won't help
Preach,
for this
Rob.
year,
Yeah,
it'll help. This is a German team advancing in a European competition. So that'll help with, Champions League or Europa League or Conference Leagues allocations for maybe next year. I think that's how that works with the
yeah.
coefficient. We didn't get it this year because the Premier League got it. So they got 5 slots for next season for the
That's right.
Champions League.
That's right.
Yeah.
I mean, this
But
game was
yeah,
it wasn't without tries. It wasn't like Real was sitting back. There were a lot of almost chances. Mbappe
yep,
does score in his 74th minute. He had so many chances in
he
there.
did. Oh yeah,
So did Vinny Jr. There was some
yep,
very slight moments where
yeah,
you just
yeah.
think, this is gonna happen. This is gonna happen.
Oh,
And then
absolutely, yeah.
yeah. So
And
yeah,
Manuel Neuer, he played really well. I
he
mean,
did.
I think he's about to turn 40 if he's not 40 already.
Yeah,
But he had a solid game.
yeah.
I think he
Well,
was coming off of injury or something.
goals
So
wins games, goals wins games, goals wins
this is
games.
true. This is
And
true.
if you're a goalie who can stop those goals coming in, goalies win games.
Yeah, this is true.
Right?
That is true. Yep.
Came up with
Sometimes they
that. I
score
came up with
too.
that on my own just now.
That was good.
Yeah,
Put it on a t-shirt. Put it on a
it's
t-shirt.
long,
That's fine.
but because of this game, yes, Bayern walk away with one extra goal. But again, watching that game, I'm not going into Lake Two going Bayern's got this. So it's anybody's
Yeah,
game.
of course.
Still.
It is.
One goal is not winning. I've always said
It
this.
is.
2-1, 1-0. One is not winning. One is not
Yep.
winning. So we'll see. We'll see.
And
Look. I'm serious. I got the tingles. I don't know if it's the coffee.
And I can't believe I'm actually going to say this as a Stuttgart fan, because playing in Bayern as a Stuttgart fan is rough. But I think it's more difficult to play as the opposing team going into the Bernabeu than it is for a team as big as Real Madrid coming into to Munich. So we'll
Yep.
see. We'll see. It is anybody's game.
Yep.
But, yep.
And again, I mean, absolutely. But Bayern held their own. At Real,
Yep.
they went through the hallway. They saw all the
Absolutely.
trophies. And they
Absolutely. Yeah.
watched whatever video clips they got in the museums where they're just playing goals from the last
Yep.
hundreds of years.
And
They watched all those, and they
they were unfazed.
yeah, they were
Yep.
unfazed. They were unfazed. Arsenal 1, Sporting 0. started that out with a Zubamendi goal, which was such a good goal. It was one of those
Mm.
from like just outside the goalie box, a little further out, but one of those like rocket
Yeah,
shots
yeah,
that hit the back of the net. But Goikarez was coming back from an offside position. Of course, it went into VAR and they removed the goal.
yeah.
But that was
Of
very
course.
early on, telling you this is what Arsenal is going to be like in the Champions League. They do. And again, it wasn't one of those games where there weren't tons of chances. There were tons of chances. But Havertz, maybe your German savior in the
Yeah.
World Cup coming up,
Oh
does
yeah.
score in the 90th plus extra time.
Yep.
Havertz ends 1-0. Yeah, I mean, again, we don't know. We don't know. And
We don't know.
today at 12 p.m. PST, they'll be playing the second leg, and it's,
Yep.
it's hard to go into this game. I mean, and we're gonna get in the second half of this pod, we're gonna talk about the Premier League and
Premier
what's going
League.
on.
Yeah.
But I mean, you got Arsenal coming back from losing the Carabao Cup, right? And
Yep.
then they lost the FA Cup to the FA Cup, and then they just
Yep.
recently lost. Who was it? They're like Southampton or
Or
something, like
Bournemouth or something. I'm
Bournemouth.
not.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
then
something like that.
so I mean that happened afterwards, but it's been a very inconsistent performance, obviously, from Arsenal. Yeah, and again, we'll talk about the Premier League half of this, but we don't know. We just don't know which Arsenal we're going to see later today.
No.
So big question for you for today's games. You got Liverpool, PSG, Arsenal, Sporting, big screen, little screen. What do you got? Who's your big screen? Who's
Um.
your little screen? You know mine.
I
I don't
mean,
even have to answer the question.
yeah. I don't think I think the Liverpool game will be better.
Yeah,
Like from a neutral standpoint. I think Arsenal. I think they were kind of playing this first leg to get out of there with a draw. I really do because I think they knew coming back home was going to be easier for them.
yeah.
Plus, the stats just make it seem like they weren't really trying that hard, to be honest. So, yeah, I would probably have Arsenal little screen, Liverpool big screen. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that's just me. But I'm actually hoping that I'm hoping Liverpool beats PSG. I really
Oh,
do. It's primarily because they're already the defending champions, and I just think they're kind of cocky. I really do. I just
is it a
think
French? Is
Paris
it a
is kind of
French thing? Is it a French thing?
I don't know if it's a French thing or if it's just. I mean, the winners or the holders of the
Ugh,
Champions League, you can be a little cocky. I kind of expect that. But
yeah,
I don't know. I kind of want to see Liverpool come back at least tie it up, go to extra time, go to penalties, and then we'll see
yeah,
what happens from
yeah,
there. But
yeah.
yeah, because to be honest, I mean, I'm jumping ahead of myself, but I don't think PSG really played all that great in that game against Liverpool. That's just me. That's just me. But
Yeah,
so
man.
yeah, we'll see.
It's anytime like Dembele gets the ball,
Oh yeah,
I'm terrified. I'm terrified.
yeah. And I still don't
And he
know.
had some
He
chances.
had
He had many chances.
Yeah. And it's funny because remember he was always like hurt. Like when he
Yeah,
was at Barcelona, he was always hurt.
yeah,
And people are always saying, "Oh, him and
right.
Mbappe are friends." And he was just always. It's like everything just changed. It like clicked for him or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, he is a scary. He's a
He is
scary
scary.
player.
PSG 2, Liverpool 0. Really nice goal from I want to call him Due.
Due. That's it. Yeah,
Hey, all
Due.
right. I
Yep.
usually get that way
Due.
off.
Yeah.
All right, in the 11th, if you don't know by now, I don't do names. I just don't do names. All right. 11 minutes in, Due scores a beautiful goal, and yes, I'm okay. I can say this. I can
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
professional and
Yeah. Of course.
appreciate good footy. Even though if it's against my team. And then in the 65th minute, whose name I'm not going to get is
I want you to try though, because I don't know this one either.
Kvaratskhelia. Varchela.
Probably.
Yell at us, okay, guys.
Kvaratskhelia.
Yeah, hit us up in our
Kvaratskhelia.
comments.
Yeah. Let us know.
How do you pronounce his name?
Give us a
Make
phonetic
fun of me,
pronunciation.
yeah, please. Yeah, yeah, exactly. But I mean that does it in at this point. Again, it wasn't without chances, but
Yeah.
Again, it's only 2-0. I can walk into this game going maybe, but since the way the season's going, and again, just similar to Arsenal, performance has been spotty, if best. Not consistent. Sometimes it's like absolutely, but it's like huge pendulum swings to like absolutely amazing to like losing like 3-0 to like a bottom team. So it's like you don't know what you're gonna get. You never know which Liverpool you're gonna get.
True.
It is extra exciting when you do get the one you want to be watching, and they give you extra. In this case, it did not happen. So we'll see what happens in leg two. Rio, and we'll talk about this when we get in the Premier League. That 17-year-old, the Van de Kid. I wonder if I don't know. Will he start him in the Champions League? Do you take the kid? He started him in the Premier League. He scored. He's hungry for goals. He wants to show, that his. That he can do this. Does he start him? Will he start him? Will he play? I don't know. I hope he does, because every time he plays, he's so fast. He's slick. He's got the confidence, and then when he gets those chances, I mean, hit the back of the net. So he's done it. He's done it twice this season. So I'm curious if we'll see
what happens.
We'll see him play in the Champions League.
Yeah, and I was surprised to see Isak come into this game. I didn't realize that he was back. I thought he was out for the full season.
Yeah.
So to see him, it was like on the 70 or 80th minute or something like that. It was like, what? So that's when we were just talking about him last week or 2 episodes ago, about how this team is different, and it would have been different had he been in, and how it'll be next season. So we
have not seen him completely at 100% this season at all. So even when he came in, they played him kind of spotty, not all the time, because he wasn't. He wasn't at match ready or whatever the kids call it, from Newcastle, and like sitting on the bench for some time, and then he got injured. And then I remember watching that game going.
And I think it's kind of like it's just like a series of unfortunate events, because he was trying to force that move, so they weren't letting him train with the first team. He was like training with like the 19-year-olds or whatever, or however old the kids are, the 12-year-olds. He might have moved the 12-year-olds. And so you're not in game ready. Then you come and you get injured because you're not really game ready. And then but now he's back, and hopefully
let's see.
Is he going to be at the World Cup? That's a good question.
Yeah,
I mean he's Swedish. I wonder if he'll be at the World Cup. He's healthy.
We'll see.
I mean, he didn't play in those final qualifiers or whatever, but I hope this is a competitive match. Now I'm not going to pick up my iPad to show you the momentum chart on this, but it's pretty upsetting if you're a Liverpool fan.
Let's see it. You got it?
I'll send it to you later.
Okay,
With all this blue, I don't think it's gonna show well when I try to hold it up.
Getting there, Mo. I don't want to see it. Atletico Madrid 2, Barcelona. That was my Spanish. Barcelona didn't really sound very Spanish. 0. That was also another surprising match. They have been playing each other recently in the league, but I didn't expect this kind of scoreline, and also the goals. I mean, that first goal by Alvarez, that he did a free kick from distance.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Just like amazing. Like
solid.
For like the entire week, I couldn't scroll without seeing at least every other video was that of Alvarez hitting the back of the net from the free kick. And then Sorloth scores in the 70th minute. But like, you don't expect Barcelona to go down in this way. What are your thoughts? Are they going to take it? Are they going to come back and go, this isn't us, and we can't let these guys take the cake, if you will. I personally, and I'm gonna piss off a lot of people, I find Atletico.
Piss them off. Piss them off. Go ahead.
a more exciting team to watch. They're a big, huge club, but they got this
Yeah.
scrappy, club feel to them where they just go in there and they're more like, I don't know, get your nails dirty
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Get your nails dirty kind of club. And, those are the ones that are exciting to watch. Anybody who says, we want Diego Costa on our team,
That's wild.
I like it.
That's wild.
Those are the teams I'm interested in watching. So, and then obviously Barcelona's got still the greatest, and I talked about it in the last podcast. Watching
Yeah.
them and the passing just being so smooth that I'm getting lightheaded because it's such amazing footy. But
Yeah.
what are your feels on this one?
Well, this will be the 6th time that they've played each other this season.
Yeah,
Twice in the league, twice in the Copa del Rey, twice in the Champions League. So it wasn't that long ago. It was, February. Atletico in Madrid, they beat Barcelona 4-0, which you almost never hear somebody beating Barcelona 4-0. Now, that and this match was their only victories out of those 5 that they've played. Crazy stat, though. This was the first time Atletico Madrid has beat Barcelona in Barcelona since 2006. That is
interesting.
Nuts.
Yeah.
I didn't pull up the stats to see how many times they've played each other. You assume at least 40 times in those 20 seasons, but that's crazy.
That's absolutely
bonkers.
bonkers.
Do that.
Yeah. Wow. Well, we'll see.
I think. I mean, it's kind of a toss-up because this whole time, this season, they've been playing Barcelona's kind of dominated except for that one match and then the last one. So, I don't know. They played each other also on April 4th, and Barcelona won that in Madrid also 2-1. So, I don't know. I guess it's kind of a toss-up. I guess we'll see what happens. It's going to be one of those games. Now, they have a 2-goal advantage, Atletico does, and they're at home. I don't know. I think it's kind of hard to... But, Yamal has been playing like crazy. I don't know. That's tough to say. It'd be difficult.
You think they've been playing him too much?
No, he's like 13 years old. I don't think you can play him too much.
Well, there is a thing about he's young, obviously, and he is way more agile than say me.
Quick recovery time, yeah.
So, but I think there is early burnout. So I think they do need to be careful because he does play every single game.
That's true.
Who's really kind of surprised me, and I also feel very what's the word I'm looking for? I'm at a loss of words. I'm gonna have to edit all of this.
No, don't do it.
The words in my brain just flew out,
evaporated.
And now I'm doing this thing where I'm trying to
find it. Yeah,
so I'm just saying words, so then hopefully that word pops out.
Jogs the memory.
Impressed.
Yeah.
I've been impressed with Rashford. I didn't think. I think he was troubled. He was troubled in Manchester United. Manchester United is troubled. I sometimes these young players who are totally skilled and worthy of these big clubs. Often they go off. Like I worry about Trent over in Real Madrid. I worried about him going over to Barcelona and maybe not doing so well. And then also because they have some of the best players in the world,
absolutely,
and so on. But he's doing great. He looks so good in that game. And anytime I see him on the ball, I think he's really found his own. He does score. He's not I don't think he's turning heads where people are freaking out about how many goals he's scoring, but he's just his passing, his dribbling skills, and his shots on goal, which may not always hit the back of the net, but seem to always be on target. He just looks good.
Challenging the keeper. That's all we can ask for.
He looks good. He looks like he's comfortable in the Barcelona.
Like he's found his place.
He's found his place, and he looks good. He looks good playing it, and so I'm happy to see him doing well there, and I hope he does better. I hope he does better.
That is true, and that's a name that we really don't hear very often, to be honest.
Yeah.
I got to look to see how he's doing this season, but I'm sure he's doing well.
Just remember, I've been a Manchester United sympathizer, just because of my Wayne Rooney, my love for Wayne Rooney, that goes back a long time. I even read his ghostwriting book. Whoever wrote that book. Not great, but it was nice to read about him. So Rashford was one of those players who I've always always been in my heart, and I think I'll be watching his career, and I hope he does well. I'm glad to see him doing well out there. So
that is good. It's always good when a player finds their place, just like we were talking about with Dembele. Real quick, I gotta find it. I had another crazy. This is gonna piss you off, actually. So
I don't get angry too easily, but let's hear it. I'm ready.
This is gonna piss you off. So PSG had their game against Liverpool, and obviously they're playing Liverpool again this week, right? We all knew that.
Yeah.
They petitioned to Ligue 1, the French league, to move their league match from this past weekend to the end of the season so that PSG could have more rest time for when they play the second leg against Liverpool. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
How do you go about that?
I don't know. And so the team they were supposed to be playing is Lens. They're in second place in the French league, and they were like, no, we don't want that. We want to play them too. We want to play
now.
Them. Yeah, we want to play right now because they're in second place behind PSG, but the league granted it, and they pushed that game to the end of the season. Now that could be a good thing because it could bring some potential drama to the final game and make it really worth something. But at the same time, you're giving their league rival, their current league rival right now, extra rest for a competition that is not French.
Yeah. Is that favoritism? I mean, would they do that with every single? Would they do that
100%?
A bottom table club? I mean, would they?
I doubt it.
I mean,
I don't think so.
We want to change our game. Actually,
I don't think so.
I gotta do French. We want to change our game to. I can't do it.
That went a little German.
I've been hanging out with you too much. I only do German now. What's nada?
Let me tell you, I would be pissed if my team, if Stuttgart was playing a Europa League game and they were playing like Freiburg, I don't care who it is, and they went to the Bundesliga or the DFL and said, "Hey, we want to have an extra time off so we can rest players." I would be pissed, and I expect every other fan to be pissed because it's part of the game. Like, you're supposed to be tired. You're professional athletes.
Yeah. I mean, it is part of the game. It seems iffy too. That it seems to be favoritism.
Absolutely,
they're the top, biggest, probably grossing club in
France, 100%.
French league. There is a thing too. That these players probably do play too much. Especially if you're a top 5. In any league, you're playing way too much. But so they all are. So you can't just be like one team.
Exactly.
Like, can we not play? Can we rest still? I don't.
Yeah.
If you're in the, I am angry, Rob. You're right. I'm angry.
If you're in the Champions League and you need to rest your players, don't make it to the Champions League.
Yeah.
Finish in the outside of the top 5
just
spots.
Just relegate already, would you?
That's what I'm saying. That's such crap. I play a lot of EA FC 26 or whatever it's called now. I've always played that game. But that's part of like playing that game too. If it's in the game, it's in the game. Yeah. Those games are in there. You got to figure out which players you need to rest and whatever else. Players get injured. It's the same thing. That pissed me off when I saw that so bad. It's not like they had the game scheduled for this Wednesday or whatever, and then they had to change it. This game was going to be on Saturday, and they were like, "Oh, can you please change it so that we can have some rest, so that we can play our top players against Liverpool, so we can
keep the anger fuming." Let's take a quick break. We're back, Rob. We're back. We always come back. Yes.
I got a new background.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at this.
I changed up my stuff. I feel so much better now.
Stuttgart man. The Stuttgart man. If you're not watching, we're not just the audio podcast now, which you can find wherever you find your podcast. But we also now are on the YouTubes.
Yes, so we are.
You can see our mugs and Rob's got a Stuttgart. Everything's Stuttgart now. Everything's Stuttgart.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Had to change it back.
Very nice.
Yep.
And I know why. And we're about to get into it. Why you're all very excited about
and all smiles. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Before we get into Premier League, we were looking at they did quickly release who the squads are going to be for the today's Champions League game. Go. Do it, Rob.
Hit us. I didn't look at the Barcelona Athletic. I was specifically looking
at
Liverpool.
Those guys?
So Liverpool, we were just talking about the man. They got Isak starting up front. So we'll see if he plays a full 90. If he plays a full 90, that would be amazing. If he scores, I'm going to go ahead and say if Isak scores, Liverpool is winning this. They're going to win this.
Yeah.
Not just this leg. They're going to win, or not just this leg. Yeah, they're going to win the whole thing on aggregate. But you got Isak, you got Wirtz, Ikatike, and Soboslai up front. Wirtz is behind Isak. Then you got Gravenberch and McAllister. Then you got Kirkez, Van Dijk, Kanate, and the man that's the fastest on the team, Frimpong. That dude is just ridiculous. And
he's looking real good too.
Listen, he was a problem. Yeah. When he was at Leverkusen, he was an issue for Stuttgart and every other team in the Bundesliga. Yeah. He's super fast, and he's just shifty. Like, he's fast. He can change direction. He can put a ball on a dime. I mean, the dude's good.
It's all the things I can't do. Move fast and change quickly on any.
Yeah, I can't do any of that either.
Twist my ankle.
Definitely can't kick a ball. No. And then we didn't talk about it before, but Allison is injured. Mm-hmm. And how do you say this guy's name? Mamadashvili?
That sounds right.
Mamadashvili.
That feels right. That feels right. Yeah. I think he would have done it.
Assuming he's from Georgia.
Yeah, he's number two. Our number two went over to Brentford. But yeah, and I forgot to mention that when we were talking about the Liverpool game earlier, that there was one goal in particular that I thought, would Allison have stopped that? So it'll be interesting. We'll see how leg 2 goes coming up this afternoon at 12 p.m. PST. Let's pop over to English Premier League. Completely a surprising game. Was not ready for this. Bournemouth 2, Arsenal 1. What the hell happened there? What happened? I mean, was it Bournemouth drawing first blood in the 17th minute? Like, what? Like, is it the or was it just Arsenal bottling it like everybody thinks they're gonna do? That's all you get on the reels these days. That's all you get.
See
on
the guy with the Arsenal bottle?
Yeah. It's amazing. City during the City game, he's drinking Arsenal tears.
Yep.
It's unbelievable. And there's a lot of Schadenfreude going on. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yep. Schadenfreude.
Schadenfreude. I'm the opposite, and I don't know if I'm like the only one. And sometimes I feel like I'm the only one. I feel bad for Arteta. No. I feel bad for Arsenal.
Yeah, for him a little.
I think that they should. They're a good team. They're just always there, but they have nothing to show for it. I mean, they're just always in second. Yeah. Like somebody had, the joke was like, what the quadruple meant really was that they're going to be in second, 4 consecutive.
Yeah.
But I actually do feel bad for them. I mean, you got Saka. Ozin. What the hell's his name? Ozark. Odin. What the hell's his name? It doesn't matter. I'm
not sure.
Swedish guy. Not Swedish. What was he? Norway. The Norwegian guy.
Oh, Goikarez.
Oh, is he Norwegian?
No, he's from Sweden.
He's from Sweden. Yeah, he looks like he's from Austria. Yeah. Some of you guys look the same. I'm just kidding. But anyway, they have such an incredible lineup or team or squad or whatever you want to call them. Whatever the kids call them. Arteta is clearly. But is it Arteta? Is there just pure anxiety and stress management that is not happening? They got the dog. They got the dog.
Listen. For you non-American listeners, you might not get this reference that I'm about to drop. But you, João, a native New Yorker, you never felt bad for the Red Sox, did you?
Never once. It's
the same thing. So you should not feel bad for Arsenal. They're doing it to themselves.
They have a soft spot with me, and I don't know why. Maybe it's because Nick Hornby was one of my favorite writers for a long time. Fever Pitch is one of my favorite books of all time.
Listen,
and that's before I got into the Premier League. So players. Yeah.
He's one of my favorite players of all time.
Yeah.
I don't feel bad for Arsenal. I do not. I do not.
It's just unbelievable.
They have the same ability as everybody else and that's the thing. Right now, if they win the league, everybody's gonna be like, yay, clapping. But if they lose it, everybody's gonna be like, they did it again. They did it again. So it's their own fault if they end up not winning the league. On paper, they should win the league. On paper, they should beat their next opponent. We'll talk about that in a second too. But
Martin, their next opponent. Odegaard is who I was thinking about.
Odegaard. Okay.
Norwegian. I did a combination of Odegaard and Ozil. Remember Ozil, the German
Oh yeah.
player? And I did
Ozil,
I did a combo thing. But yeah, I mean, you think City's going to take it? You're wearing your City jersey now. Earlier in the pod, is City going to take it? Is Pep like? Sneaking right behind him. He's,
So what I'm going to do is once we end this, I'm going to bet €5 that City is going to win the league.
How about €500? Do it.
I'm about to move. I can't. €500 is a lot of money. Yeah, I can't do €500. That's crazy talk. But I will do €5. Yeah. Because then if I win. Because I think everybody's expecting to win. I might win €1 back. Yeah. So I'll get €6 for my 5. Because I think everybody is expecting Arsenal to.
That's 2 beers in Europe. That's like 2 beers. Right there. Yeah. €6. At least when I was in Italy, everything was like, all the beer was so cheap. It was like,
€3. Well, if you go to the store, for €6, I can probably get 6 beers.
That's what I mean. If you've thought of a reason to move to Europe, that's absolutely one of them. Yeah. I told you when I was like, we were in every single hotel, the mini bar, which here would be like a can would be $12, $15 or whatever. It was like €2. Like you know what I mean? Like
that's pretty nice.
Anyway, this isn't a beer podcast. It could very quickly turn.
It very well could be. Yeah.
We can talk about beer for a very long time. Unbelievable. So they draw. Bournemouth draws first blood in the 17th minute. There is Gyökeres does get a penalty in the 35th minute. You think the game's going to turn from here? It does not. It turns for the worse in the 74th minute. Scott for Bournemouth scores. A lot of yellow cards. Yeah. I mean, it was. I just didn't expect it. You think that somebody, a team who's on top of the table, they're just going to run with it and do everything they can. But, it's got to be the nerds. I don't know.
It has to be. Some people don't know what to do when they get that close.
Yeah.
That's the thing. And you can't give a team like Man City the opportunity. They're going to take it every time.
Well, here's what's crazy, too. Like, the fans booed them. The supporters booed them. The game ended, and the supporters booed them. And what are they booing? Like, just hear me out. They're the top of the effing table. The frapping table.
They are, yes.
And they have been for like the last 4 or 5 consecutive, seasons. They don't win the league. Sure, fine. But they're a top table team. They always make Champions League. They always almost wins. They're not they're not taught. They're not Tottenham almost relegating, which we're going to talk about soon.
That's terrible.
That's also crazy a weekend for that game. But what are they doing? And then, is that a good idea? Like, if you're a supporter and you want your team to take it, okay, and sure they're bottling it,
which they are.
Should you be booing your team, or should you be supporting your team?
So here's the thing: are they booing all of that, and that they're whatever, or are they just booing the fact that they lost to Bournemouth?
Well, Bournemouth, they're a good team, and we talk about this all the time. Like, Premier League is probably one of the most competitive, leagues. Bournemouth is a great team. You got the Spaniard who's running the ship there, and they've been an amazing team. They're not, I think they made Europa last season. I want to say.
I can't remember when the last time was.
Yell at us for anything we get wrong. Yeah. I do make up a lot of stuff. They're a tough team. So I just can't imagine. I think they're booing. I think they're crazy. I think they're booing a team that should be winning. And they want to win.
Yeah, you're right.
They're tired of not winning the league. You know what I mean? But that's not how you support your team. I think the problem is I'm still going home.
I think Bournemouth was in 14th place going into this match.
Yeah.
And now they're in 11th. So I think they were booing the fact that they lost to Bournemouth.
And
Or maybe they just didn't play
they
well.
Should be winning. They should be.
They should be destroying them.
Yeah.
But on paper, they're pretty close.
They don't seem dangerous. They don't seem clinical. They don't seem like they have to
scary. They don't seem
scary. They have to rely on set pieces to score often.
Yep.
You don't have anybody who's like a Holland for Arsenal. You don't really have you do have these incredible players who can hit the back of the net, but they're not a force. Like they're not like this person will always consistently score like some like a lot of teams have, and so they rely on these set pieces, and I think that's the problem. As we say, goals wins games. Goals wins games. Goals wins games.
Plus, I mean, their only goal is a penalty too. I mean, I don't know. I think they got booed because they lost to Bournemouth, because people see Bournemouth as like, they're a, I don't know, 12 to 14, 15 table position club. Nobody sees them as if this had been Man U or City or Liverpool, it might have been a little bit different. It's Bournemouth. No offense to the Bournemouth listeners. None.
They took a little offense. I can feel it. Like static electricity out there. I can feel them so upset at you, Rob. Liverpool 2, Fulham 0. Okay. I'm gonna get a little emotional here. I had the feelings of what Liverpool game would normally feel like when the right people score, people you want to see score. In the 36th minute, oh my God! So because I said his name like that, Brian.
Goma? How do you spell it? I don't know how you spell that or say that.
Hold on, Rio. Thank you. It goes by Rio.
Oh, it goes by Rio.
Okay. Rio scores in the 36th minute. Love this kid. 17 years old, full of confidence. He's got his little tricky feet situations. Has the confidence to do this in important games. He's played a couple times. He did score very early on in the season. Scores beautiful goal. Just gets away from the defender and does one of those little curler things that just kind of wraps around the goalie. Nothing that they can do. Beautiful. He's now the youngest I think player for Liverpool to score.
Oh wow!
Yeah, since I think he beat Sterling, who used to be. When I popped over to Liverpool, Raheem Sterling was wearing a red jersey. Talk about potential, that guy. But so I hope that doesn't happen to Rio, because Rio, I could see this kid, doing wonders. Ballon de Jour, which I is how I pronounce it because it drives everybody in my family crazy. The Ballon d'Or. But I could see this happening. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself, but it was an amazing goal. And then, of course, in the 40th minute, Mo Salah finally squeaks one in. That was really nice to watch. We were talking about in the last pod. I was getting a little bummed out because he's a legend of the game, but obviously a legend for the club. Has been a little dry at the end of the season here. You can tell he's maybe he doesn't have the feet that he used to have. They don't have the legs that he used to have. But to watch him actually score a goal and then turn around and do one of these like he does, fans just love him. The game ends, and then everybody's singing the Egyptian King, the Mo Salah Egyptian King song. And then it was nice. It was nice to to watch a Liverpool who went into this game to win it, and then you got great goals by two fantastic players, the old and the young. You got one foot out the door and one foot just in the door, and so it was kind of perfect. So let's see. And this is our closer to getting Champions League. Next season.
You guys are in the 5th spot.
Yep, we popped in the 5th spot. So let's see if we keep it that way. We'll see if we can keep it that way. If you haven't seen the highlights, guys, watch the highlights. I'm a little biased, but it's nice.
No, really?
No, but it's nice to see again both Rio and Mo Salah score. Sunderland 1, Tottenham 0. Officially now relegate. I mean, I think they're the bottom 3 now. Let's look at the table.
They are.
Yeah.
100%. They are in
Ouch.
16 or
Yeah.
18. Sorry,
Under
18.
West Ham. Yeah. Tottenham, Burnley,
Yep.
and Wolves. Unbelievable. Is
Yeah.
there a
Oh
part of
yeah.
you going back to the Schadenfreude, which I don't pronounce right?
Schadenfreude.
Schnitzenfitzen.
Schnitzen Fritzen.
Actually, I told you, I came up, I was like yelling Schneisenfeisen, which apparently means like shit whistle, but I
Oh,
completely came up with it. Yeah.
Scheisenpfeife.
Schneisenfeisen.
Pfeifen, yeah, Pfeifen.
But I don't know, there's like a part of me that's like, and top fans are going to be really not happy with this, but maybe a reset would be good. Like,
Mm,
and, like watching the sinking ship go down, it's kind of like, especially if you're neutral and you're a bystander, and you're watching this thing happen, you're like, wow. Like, you're holding your phone up, recording the
yeah.
disaster. You know what I mean? That's kind of how I feel when I'm watching them play. But I was surprised for them to lose this one.
They're winless in like 14 or something like that. It's so great.
Ouch.
I heard some stat that said that some other team has more home points in 180 days or something
Ooh.
than Tottenham does. And it's crazy because Tottenham right now, I mean, they got a lot of distance between them and Burnley that's in 19th. That's 10 points. And then West Ham, yeah, they got a 2 point advantage. So anything can happen in those last 6 games.
Yeah.
But it's not looking good for them at all. I never thought that we would see them in a position like this low in the table. And I mean, they got a pretty okay schedule. They got Brighton, Wolves, Villa, Leeds, Chelsea, and then Everton.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, they're going to win probably at least three of those. Well, I can't say that. They might draw at least three of those. It'd be crazy to see them go down with that beautiful stadium they got, and then to still have like the NFL games there. But Tottenham is in the championship. Like
Yeah.
that'd be crazy. But like you're right. They got rid of what was the guy's name? Daniel Levy. He was like the president or whatever he was, whatever position he was in.
Yeah.
And they got rid of him because they were losing, and then that doesn't help because now you're losing even more. But that guy was like, I don't want to say he was like a genius, but he was extremely good at what he did. He just kind of hit a rough spot, and you
Yeah.
get rid of him, and now your team is on the brink of, playing against Leicester and
Yeah. Yeah.
other teams that I can't even think of right now, to be honest.
Yeah.
Wrexham,
It's
so
it's unbelievable, and that's what I mean. I think it'd be interesting to see them. A reset might help them. I don't know.
it might.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know.
And meanwhile, Sunderland, they're in 10th place. Like they just came up last season,
Yep.
and it looks like they're going to survive.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So I want to say like consecutively, the top three teams that got promoted would also relegate. In that
yeah,
same season. So yeah, good
yep.
good job on Sunderland. Again, I've been watching that.
Oh, yeah.
Sunderland was
On
that.
the river where we used to build.
I'm crying.
Yeah.
I'm crying already. I'm crying already.
Absolutely.
Uh,
Yeah.
Great docuseries if you haven't watched the Sunderland. What is it? Something about dying. It's like Sunderland.
Oh, Sunderland till I die.
Until I die.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Sunderland till I die.
Man, my brain is not braining all the way.
It's all right.
I need
It's all
another
coffee.
cup. I need another cup.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you haven't seen it, watch it. Watch it. Watch it.
Yep.
Manchester City 3, Chelsea 0. Thoughts?
Was there ever any doubt?
You bastard.
So I say, it took me like after the first goal was scored, I was like struggling to find the picture, the O'Reilly's auto parts.
O'Reilly.
And then like by the time I got to send it to you, you're like, well, now it's 2-0. Because I scored so quick.
For the record, though, when he did score, that's all I hear in my head now. So we are not sponsored by O'Reilly's Auto Parts by
Not yet.
any means. Not yet. If you guys want to throw money our way, we'll say your name as much as you want.
Oh, absolutely.
That's
we
what-
already do.
Yeah, that's what I hear all the time every time he scores. But
Yeah.
he's looking good. I mean, he's young. He's fast. He's got a lot of energy. And I think it was like the game before that where he had like two beautiful headers. Remember, it was like the same exact
It was
goal.
the same goal.
Same goal, basically
Same
twice
goal.
in one game. Here he is scoring again in the 51st minute against Chelsea. No goals in the first half.
Which was a little concerning.
I mean,
Especially with
that was,
Holland in there.
yeah, which for me I was fine with, but I didn't. I didn't expect. Chelsea hasn't been playing like amazingly. They're not. Again, I didn't go into this game. I hate to say it, but I do go into a City game with thinking that they're gonna take the cake, especially
Yeah,
now. They got an extra spring in their step. You got other players. When Holland was going dry, and
yeah,
not scoring any goals, other players have been stepping up, right?
yeah.
Which I hate when that happens. I feel like if Holland goes down, all of City should go down too. But it doesn't happen that way.
That never happens
Now with
like
Pep
that.
Guardiola, yeah. Guy scores in the 57th minute. And then Doku, who I think is amazing, he's gonna be a lot of fun to watch for Belgium during the World Cup.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, he's so
Scores a
fast.
beautiful goal. And he's also so fast, and I was so bummed that he was pulled into the City. And then I'm watching him play. I'm like, God damn it! How they keep getting these guys? Come
Yep,
over here! Come over, red. Isn't red a nice color? Isn't red nice? Come on, get
it
over
is.
here.
Red is a nice color.
Always going to the Blues. Uh, so City, looking at the table, I mean, they're now 6 points behind Arsenal. Excuse
Yep,
me, and I think City has one extra game to play.
they do. Yep. And then this weekend they're
You're
playing
smiling. I
Arsenal.
see you smiling. You can't even like contain yourself.
Well, and that's the thing too.
You think you're gonna win the league again?
I think they are.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
that's the thing. If they win this next game against Arsenal, Arsenal will be at 70.
Oh,
Man City will be at 67, and
yeah.
then they still have that other game. Man City has a pretty favorable schedule, and we talked about this before. They still got to play Bournemouth, they still got to play Brentford, they still got to play Everton,
Yeah.
Burnley. I mean,
Ugh. That's an
yeah.
early tingle match for there. Manchester City versus Arsenal this Sunday,
Oh,
the
absolutely.
19th at 8:30 a.m. PST.
Yep.
I I'm gonna be up like hours before just
Yeah.
staring at a blank TV until that game starts. 'Cause I'm too excited about that one. I'm just curious how that's gonna end.
Yeah.
So you think
I
it'll be a
am.
surprise? You think Arsenal will?
No,
No.
I do not. No, I do not. So I think I think Arsenal's going to go out and try. They might even score early. They might take the
Yeah.
lead, but I don't think they're going to be able to hold it. I'm a little upset. I'm not upset, but I want this game and the Stuttgart game both start at the same time. But it's also my beautiful daughter's birthday, so
Oh,
we
happy
will be
birthday,
in
beautiful
Stuttgart.
daughter.
Yeah, we will be in Stuttgart having dinner, so I
Yeah.
won't be watching any of the games. I'm sure my phone will be warming up, vibrating in my pocket for both games because, spoiler alert for the Tingle, but Stuttgart's playing Bayern this weekend. So, yeah. So I won't be watching
That's
either one
double
of
the
these.
tingles. And you're not going to
It
be able to
is.
watch either of the single.
Nope.
Are you able
Nope.
to do like I can, where I watch games in live? And if you're not seeing this, I'm
Nope.
doing the quotes here because I
Air
can watch it.
quotes.
Like if I want to watch a game that I definitely can't see live, I have it recorded. And I just avoid all social media, all text messages. I
Can't do
don't
it.
like, for example, if I go live and you don't hear back from me for about 90 minutes, it's because I'm watching a game live, and I
Yeah,
know there's a
yeah.
text from you going like 2-1 Liverpool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got a buddy who
I
does.
try not to do
I
that.
got a buddy who does that. He doesn't say like, "Oh, amazing game." He just texts the score, and I'm like, I can find that out myself. Like, come on.
Yeah, I usually say like, "Are you
Yeah,
watching this?"
yeah,
or
yeah,
something
yeah.
like
I
that.
appreciate
Yeah,
that. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm up. If I can't record it, I'm up. If it's 4:30
yeah,
a.m. if it's just on Peacock, and I can't
yeah.
record it, then I'm up. I didn't know I was going to lose
Yeah.
sleep off of this over
I
this obsession.
I can't do it, especially because I'm going to be in Stuttgart when that game is happening. Even though the game's in Munich, but there's probably going to be other people in the restaurant watching the
Yeah,
game or whatever. So
yeah,
I wouldn't be able to do it.
yeah.
So yeah,
You can have your daughter sit just underneath the TV, and you can angle yourself in such a way it
yeah,
looks
it'd
like
be
you're giving her
nice,
eye
right?
contact, but you're actually watching the game.
Yeah,
Family first. That's always our
yeah.
rule. Family first. And finally, Manchester United won, leads to bonkers game. I don't know if you watched this game, but it was
I did
absolutely
not.
bonkers. Leeds, like they celebrated at the end of this game like
Oh,
they
this was yesterday. That's right.
yeah, like they won the league.
Yeah,
Okafor on the 5th and 29th minute score. Casemiro does score in the 69th minute
yeah,
with a header. I think he scored. I think he has like most headers scored this season. He's looking great. He's walking out. He's walking out of Premier League top tier, looking like how legends should leave. How I hope that Salah leaves.
Oh wow,
Casemiro
okay.
is looking good for the club and his career. But yeah, I mean, absolutely incredible. So we're running out of time. So
Yeah.
why don't you give us the
Oh,
Bundesliga rundown? I can see that you are wearing your beloved Stuttgart jersey,
yes, sir.
and you got a lot of Stuttgart going on in your background there. Why are you so excited? Why are you so happy?
Well,
Why are you all smiles?
this is a jersey we were wearing when we won the Pokal last year, the German Cup, which is pretty nice. But
Yeah,
we got some revenge. That's why I'm so happy.
revenge served pipingly hot.
No, it was served ice cold. So Hamburger SV. We played them a couple
Most
years ago in
delicious team in Bundesliga. Sorry.
we played against them in the relegation playoff a couple of years ago. We beat them because they were a good team. They were a Bundesliga staple for the longest time. But I was a little nervous going into this game because they beat us like 2-1 when we played in Hamburg. But in the first half, I was pretty much chilling after about 25 minutes. I was just like, actually 30 minutes. I was really, really happy. First goal, Angelo Stiller. So Angelo Stiller, Liverpool is trying to poach him from Stuttgart. He's a solid midfielder. He will be on the German national team. He's
Yeah,
one of our best players.
tell me about him.
And Liverpool is trying to poach him. I think they're going to make a bid, especially after the war.
That's
During the
gonna drive
World
me
Cup.
nuts when you like your players are like amazing, and then they get
Oh yeah,
snatched up by a big
yep.
club. Yeah,
But if Liverpool's willing to pay, I mean, he's probably going to move on at some point anyway. I'd rather him go to the Premier League than just to go to another team in the Bundesliga.
yeah.
But he
That's
opened up
way
the
worse.
scoring. Yeah, he opened the scoring in the 21st minute. All these goals were pretty solid, but I'm really going to talk about the one that we missed. Chris Furich, this guy only has one move, but he does it to perfection. He fakes right, he goes left, and then he tries to either drop his shoulder to get around, or he just takes this wild shot from wherever. But he got on the score sheet. He was
Beautiful
on the
goal
German
too.
national team a
Yeah,
while ago, but
yeah.
yeah, it was a solid goal. Dennis Undav, I'm not sure when this was and when it fell into the actual thing. I think it was after the Maxi Middlestat goal.
66th
That's right.
minute. Yeah,
Yeah. So Middlestat scored a goal. He's a defender, but I think he's got 5 goals this season for us, which is pretty solid. It's not like he's a big defender. He's
yeah.
our left back. I think he might be 5'11", whatever. But he's got 5 goals this season, which is pretty solid. Then I want to say it was a handball. I think it was a handball in the box. Dennis Undav steps up. When was this? This is in the 82nd minute. Steps up. I'm assuming he's going to put this thing away. Dennis Undav, I don't know how many penalties he's taken this year. Hasn't been that many.
Yeah.
And then he just skies it. I don't.
Womp, womp, womp. Yeah.
The goalkeeper, like he started to dive, but it just went completely over. And I was like, "Oh, it's good," like the football thing. But he just completely skied
He was
it.
just trying to crush it. He was just trying to crush it in the
He
back
was.
of the net.
He was.
Yeah.
He sort of after he got subbed off, he kind of laughed it off, because
Yeah.
we were up by 3 at that point, so it didn't really matter.
Yeah.
And then Bilal Al Khanous, who I just found out, I guess it was 2 games ago, we got him on a permanent deal. He was loaned to us, but because he's played so many minutes and so many games,
Yeah.
the loan becomes permanent. He's a Moroccan national. He's staying with us. He scored in the 82nd minute, assisted by Thiago Tomas. Great goal, great game. I love games when I get to chill. I'm not sitting on the edge of my seat. And
Yeah.
we're getting
Blood pressure's down. Yeah.
Exactly.
You're
Plus, I
going
was
in the
kinda,
second half with 2 goals up. I mean, yeah, those are the best games. For
what
sure.
more? Yeah, what more? Exactly. Plus, I was going through my caffeine withdrawal, so that made it even better. Let's see, real quick. Other games: Cologne beat probably getting relegated Werder Bremen 3-1. Mainz lost to Freiburg. That was on these. These are all games on Sunday. On Saturday, Dortmund lost to Leverkusen at home. What's up?
No, I was gonna say, yeah, talk about that. I was gonna say there was a lot of dun 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 dun.
There
dun,
was,
dun, dun,
oh,
dun,
yeah.
dun. I'm sure you don't want to talk about it, but there was a lot of that this weekend.
Yeah, I'll get to that. That's the last one. So then Heidenheim, who is definitely going to get relegated, beat Union Berlin 3-1. And in this game, well, the result of this game created some history for the Bundesliga. Immediately after the game, Union Berlin sacked their manager, Baumgartner, and they've brought on as a caretaker manager, the first female to ever coach in the Bundesliga. So this is, yes, before the U.S., before whoever else, in the top division, the Bundesliga has a female coaching.
That just happened. What team is this?
That just happened. Union Berlin.
Wow.
Yep.
That's incredible.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't know what her last name is. I want to say it's like Uta or Ata. It's something like that.
Nobody's done it.
Nope. So there's female coaches in like I think the second and third league, but not in the top league.
Yeah, no, that's top tier. Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah.
Well, good for her. Good for German footy.
We'll see how she does. I'm sure she'll probably keep them up.
Yeah.
Leipzig beat Mönchengladbach 1-0. Wolfsburg lost to Frankfurt 2-0. And as João just mentioned, Bayern Munich destroyed St. Pauli 5-1. Musiala had a goal. Goretzka, Olise, Jackson, and Guerrero. No Luis Diaz though.
Target practice. Yeah. No Kane. No Harry Kane.
Nope.
When did Jackson come over? I blinked. He was at Chelsea, then I blinked, and now
he was at Chelsea. Yeah, so there was that whole thing where there was a loan, and then he got to Munich, and because some player got injured at Chelsea, they wanted to call him back, but he was like, "I'm not leaving Munich." Yeah. He was like hiding out in the hotel or whatever until they could work.
I don't want to go back to London.
So he ended up staying, and I think that's like the third or fourth goal that he scored at least this season. So.
Yeah,
he's doing pretty well.
Yeah, no, he's looking good. He's looking good.
Yeah, 5 goals this season. Yep. Yeah, that's all I got. What you got for Tingles? I know we mentioned some of these already.
Tingles? Okay, I got a surprise Tingle for you. Okay.
Oh, go ahead.
I got a surprise Tingle for you. Let me zip over to the schedule here. Obviously, we got Manchester City and the Arsenal game. That's a huge Tingle. Yep. Obviously, you got the Champions League Leg 2s across the board. Those are Tingles for sure. But this is going to surprise you. U.S. Open Cup, Chattanooga versus Atlanta United. Chattanooga is like this small, like low tier. Now, if you're not familiar with the U.S. footy pyramid, and yes, there's a pyramid. We don't have relegation promotion here. Someday we will. It's gonna.
It might be an isosceles pyramid, but that's a triangle. That's not a triangle.
Yeah. I don't do geometry. Who's that trigonometry? Anyway, so they were like they're part of the next MLS Next Pro, whatever the hell it's called, and they had like just been recently, not too recently, but they kind of worked their way up a little bit, and they've just been wrecking havoc and just winning everything, and now they're playing a major league soccer team. So I'm curious, what these guys do. So again, this is in Tennessee, so don't tell me, Rob, everybody who's listening and watching this, that soccer isn't popular in the United States. You got the Chattanooga out of Tennessee playing in Atlanta, where it's huge, and it's going. And come on, soccer is popular in the United States. Don't kid me. It is. You're right. But that's my tingle. That's my tingle of the week. It's like 4 p.m. PST. On the Paramount Plus. What day is that? It's tomorrow, Wednesday. The 15th.
15th. Yep. Tax day. Yep.
Yeah. Tax day. Yep.
I
don't want to talk about tax day. I gotta pay more money. I'm losing my kids are getting older, so I'm losing.
Yeah.
You know how it is.
Yeah. I know how it is.
You start having to pay instead of getting paid.
Yep.
What about you? Tingles of the week. You got
real quick. We mentioned most of them. The only one that I did not mention was Everton versus Liverpool. That's happening on Sunday, the 19th. Liverpool another game that I won't be able to watch.
And everything's been playing really well. So
they have been.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Well, I think this episode's in the bag.
Yes, sir. It is. Hey, thank you guys for listening. We hope your teams win, unless they're playing ours. See you next week.